The security gets alert when a man suddenly knocks on the door of American embassy.
Okay, back, get back. Put your hand.
Koreans tried to kill him while American soldiers sacrificed their lives to protect him. But the irony was that nobody knew who he truly was until that one moment.
It's not done encoding.
Welcome back. I am a student, and all I look forward to is your inspiring review on my content.
Gretzky, Reed, KIA.
Their mission kicks off with a bang as they're assigned to infiltrate a Russian Federal Security Service safe house, which has somehow set up shop in the U.S.
5.
I'm counting 5.
Silva's team is out to locate and destroy a stash of cesium, a deadly substance that could wipe out thousands if weaponized. Watching over them remotely is their coordinator, James Bishop, who monitors every move they make from a secure location.
What is it?
The mission gets real fast when Alice, one of the team members, and another agent act as decoys at the safe house door. They manage to toss a flashbang inside, disorienting everyone as the team storms in. Guns blazing. Reinforcements quickly move in, rounding up 5 residents in the house, taking photos, checking IDs, and grabbing some hard drives. Bishop then notices a faint heat signal on his monitor and warns the team, but they only find a wall. Suddenly, a gunshot rings out, hitting Alice, who fires back while another agent downstairs gets taken down.
Gun!
Things escalate fast, with a huge gunfight erupting as the Russians activate some strange device. Overwatch wins out, but it's a close call. As the house catches fire, one Russian escapes through a window, only for Silva to catch up and eliminate him. Just as the building erupts in flames behind them. Afterward, Silva feels a pang of regret upon learning from a news report that the young man he took out was only 18. This leaves him feeling uneasy, but the mission moves forward. Fast forward 16 months, and the team is back at it, still trying to track down the missing cesium.
There is no cesium in the crate, Jimmy.
With some solid intel, they zero in on its location in a city called IndyCar. Silva and his crew head to the U.S. Embassy there, explaining the urgency of finding the cesium to prevent a massive catastrophe. At this point, a mysterious man named Lenore shows up at the embassy gates with a hard drive. He claims the drive contains coordinates for the cesium they've been after. Silva's team brings him in for questioning, and while Nor seems like just an ordinary police officer with no family ties or criminal history, Silva can't shake off some doubts. Nor demands safe extraction out of IndyCar before he'll reveal the drive's password.
I went out of the country.
And here's the catch. The drive is programmed to self-destruct after every minute of use, giving them just 8 hours before the data is gone for good.
Cesium-139 is Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
To prove his credibility, Nor reveals one of the cesium stashes hidden in a counterfeit painting back in the safe house, which checks out. But Silva's team still doesn't fully trust him.
Took him at his word on the remaining cesium locations.
So they put him through a lie detector test, which he passes. Meanwhile, the plot thickens when 2 high-ranking officials from IndyCar's government, including the head of the state intelligence agency, Axel, show up demanding Nor's return.
He's a witch.
A witch? What, like a good witch or a witch?
Silva's suspicions grow. Nor is clearly not just any cop. Axel insists that Nor is corrupt and warns Silva of severe consequences if they don't hand him over. Things take a turn when Axel's men sneak into the embassy and try to attack Nor during his medical exam. Nor, however, despite being handcuffed, fends them off with impressive skills. Sam and Alice from Overwatch arrive just in time to see Nor in action, realizing he's not just a regular officer, he's ex-Special Forces. Silva, surprised yet impressed, contacts Bishop and makes a deal with Nor. He'll help him escape IndyCar in exchange for the hard drive password. With the plan set, Overwatch is tasked with escorting Nor from the embassy to an airstrip 22 miles away, where a plane awaits to fly him to safety. Along the way, Nor opens up about his past, revealing he's on the run because he stood up against IndyCar's corrupt government, which cost him his family. But it's not long before Axel's forces catch up to them, determined to stop the escape. Just as tension peaks, Bishop's surveillance suddenly blacks out. In this brief window, Axel's men sneak bombs onto the Overwatch vehicle. A massive explosion erupts, throwing the team into chaos. Despite the explosion, Silva and his team keep fighting, though Sam sustains serious injuries. With her last bit of strength, Sam insists Silva press on, volunteering to hold off Axel's forces. Silva hands her a few grenades and, with a heavy heart, leaves her behind to make the ultimate sacrifice to cover the team's escape. The mission keeps getting riskier, with every moment raising the stakes for Silva, Noor, Alice, and an agent named William. They're all feeling the loss of their teammates and tensions run high. In a fit of desperation, Silva demands the password from Noor at gunpoint, but Noor stays firm, refusing to give in. With her ammunition running low, Bishop directs them to a restaurant where one of their undercover agents has a stash of weapons and supplies. As Alice and William get the new gear ready, Silva spots Axel and his men surrounding the building. Ignoring Bishop's warnings, Silva boldly approaches Axel and rejects his demand to turn Noor over. Heading back inside, Silva notices two young girls acting suspiciously, and before he knows it, they've planted a grenade. Silva throws himself over nearby civilians to shield them just as the blast goes off. When the dust settles, William is badly hurt, and they're under attack again. While Alice helps William to the car, Noor jumps in to back up Silva, taking out attackers left and right. They manage to escape, but are hit by another vehicle and immediately get surrounded. Bishop quickly directs them to an apartment building where they can try to regroup. However, Axel's men are on them again in no time, launching an intense assault that takes William's life. Silva, Alice, and Noor are forced to find cover in the apartment building, navigating their way to the parking area as Bishop guides them. But Axel's men are relentless, and during the chaos, Alice gets separated while trying to protect a young girl. Determined to keep everyone alive, Silva asks Bishop to cut the power, creating cover in the dark. Silva frees Noor from his restraints, and together they head off to find Alice, who's barricaded the young girl behind a mattress and set a bomb in the wall. The explosion clears the way, and Alice takes down a few enemies with her last bit of ammo. Meanwhile, Noor is dealing with his own attackers, showcasing impressive combat skills. Alice, however, comes face to face with a giant of an opponent, one of Axel's top henchmen. Though she manages to slash his neck with glass, the fight is brutal, and it's clear she's outmatched. Just in time, Silva and Noor reach her, and Noor takes out the henchman, rescuing Alice from a dangerous situation. The team heads outside, hijacks a car, and races towards the airstrip where a plane is waiting. With only minutes left, they're once again confronted by Axel, who refuses to back down. Frustrated and out of time, Silva calls in a drone strike from Overwatch, finally taking Axel out for good. When they reach the airstrip, Noor gives them the password, and Bishop's team unlocks the cesium locations worldwide. They confirm Noor's free to board the plane and leave. But at that moment, Bishop's server crashes, revealing an image of Karajan's face, sending shockwaves through the team. The realization dawns. Noor isn't who he seems. Bishop pieces it together. Noor is actually a triple agent, and the whole mission in IndyCar was a setup. The mastermind behind this scheme is Karajan's mother, a high-ranking Russian official with a vendetta against Silva's team after her son's death. She manipulated Noor into feeding Alice false leads about the cesium to lure Silva and his team into a trap. Silva quickly radios Alice to keep an eye on Noor as he plans to meet up with Bishop. Suspicion peaks when Noor casually uses Bishop's codename, Mother, indicating his inside knowledge of Overwatch. Meanwhile, Bishop's team is ambushed by Karajan's mother's forces, and nearly everyone is taken out except Bishop, who barely escapes. In the air, Alice starts noticing missing weapons on the plane and pieces together that Noor isn't who he says he is. As gunfire erupts, her fate hangs in the balance. Meanwhile, Karajan's mother, driven by her grief, aims to leave Silva alive so he can feel the same pain of losing loved ones. Silva finally realizes Noor's true intentions and the extent of Karajan's mother's plan, but by then he's lost his entire team. While heartbroken, Silva's spirit remains unbroken. He vows revenge, setting his sights on Noor.